All right, we're solving for x, and what's new here is that x has a fractional exponent we have to strip off. We want this to read just x equals something, so this 1/2 must go. The way you cancel out a power like this is you put this side to the reciprocal of it. This power is 1/2. The reciprocal is 2/1. And we do the same thing on the other side. Right. So what happens here, when you have stacked exponents like this, you multiply them. And so we get x to the 2/2 equals 7. I'm just going to write squared. And that becomes x to the 1, or just plain old x, equals 7 squared. And we know what 7 squared is. It's simply 49. 2x to the 1/3, bit of a trap here. Well, I guess it's not so bad. We want to put this to the power of 3/1 because it'll strip this off, but it's ideal if the x is by itself before you do that. It's not good to have this 2 out in front. So the first thing I recommend doing here is divide both sides by 2. So we get x to the just x to the 1/3 equals minus 1/2. That's more like it. Now, we want to get rid of this x to the 1/3, so put both sides to the 3/1. So that side's to the 3/1. We put this side to the 3/1. That's the same as just third power. I'm writing 3/1 just to hammer home that this is a reciprocal, but if you want to just cube both sides, by all means, that's what I would normally do. These powers cancel. We get x to the 3/3, which is the same as just x, equals, and now we have to cube both sides of this. Minus 1 cubed is minus 1. 2 cubed is 8. Last one. Again, we have a coefficient out front, which is not great. I don't want to have to put that to the minus 3/2 power, so let's sidestep that by dividing both sides by 5. We get x to the minus 2/3 equals 9. And now the reciprocal of minus 2/3 is minus 3/2. And as usual, we do that to both sides of the equation. On the left, those cancel out. We get x to the 6/6, which is simply x. Now, on the right, we have a lot to do here. We've got 9, and this is saying do the reciprocal of 9. That's what the negative means. Cube the result, and also square root it. So the reciprocal of 9 would be 1/9. And now we're supposed to cube that and square root it. I'm going to do the square root first because that's it makes the numbers smaller, which is generally a better way to go. Now, what's the square root of 1? Careful. It's plus or minus 1. And the square root of 9 is plus or minus 3. So we have either 1/3 or minus 1/3. Either one is okay right now, cubed. And when we cube that, we're going to get either plus or minus 1. I'm out of space, sorry. I'm going to have to jump back here. Plus or minus 1 over, and 3 cubed is 27. So the final result of this could be either 1/27 or minus 1/27. Either one is valid.